Now that the boiler is all sealed watertight and passed its hydraulic test, I've got a lot of fittings to make. I did buy a water gauge fitting, that's the bottom part of it. In fact, that's the top part of it. The bottom part's got a drain in there. All the bushes I made for the boiler are 1/4 BSP parallel, which is that thread there. Now I've got a bit of bronze bar here, so I'm going to machine some 1/4 BSP threads on and then mill a hex on the end to try and make that part there, which will then be silver soldered into the various valves. I've got 2 clack valves to make, that's like a non-return valve, and probably 2 safety valves as a pressure gauge take off. I've got quite a lot to do. I've only got a short bit of bronze at the minute, so I'm going to make the threaded part with a hex on. The nuts, as in this case, can just be brass, but anything that's in contact with boiling water really needs to be bronze. So we'll crack on, see if we can get some threads put on there and have a go at milling hexes on. I'm going to use the collar chuck, it's just easier and quicker, and I get better videos because I haven't got the bulk of a big 3-jaw chuck in the way. This is sort of cast bronze bar, it's really good quality stuff. I've used it before for various bits and pieces. It is nice stuff to machine. It's kind of in between collet sizes, but I'm sure it'll be alright in there. So we'll face the ends, then we'll turn it down to the diameter, ready to put the threads on. I'm just going to use a die. I've got a good 1/4 BSP die. I'm not going to screw cut it, I don't think. I'm just going to take a roughing cut to make it round. Measure the length of thread that we need to make them the same as the other ones at 25mm or 1 inch. Right, that's 1 inch. So if we simply zero the vernier on there, measure the piece of bar we need to take off there, 4mm. That's 1mm per side, that's 2mm total. Another mill, a little bit down to size. I think that's spot on. I'm going to put a little chamfer on the end just for the die to start on. These are the good tools for cleaning the most taper. It also keeps any dirt out. That's actually one of my viewers on my patrons is making some of these, and I'm going to give them away on my monthly giveaways. My number 2 and number 3 most taper. That's that cleaned out quite nicely. Tailstock die holder into there. I'm kind of ready to go. A little bit of anchor lube. Won't do any harm. Nice and slow. Reverse the lathe. Right, and that looks like a nice sharp thread. I've got a 1/4 BSP fitting I can try it into. Right, I've got this die set on fully open, so it cuts a big thread as opposed to a small thread. I want a nice tight fit. I think what I'll do is I'll part this off and then I can machine the hex on it. I'll do a few of these on this setting. Yeah, I'll just part it off to whatever length I think's right and put the hex onto it. The hole can be drilled later on when I decide what size I'm going to make them. So tempting to hold that with your fingers, but it's sharp and it'll cut your fingers, so we'll not bother. We'll try it in the boiler, make sure it's a good fit, which it is. That's nice and tight, exactly what we want. I'll machine the hex on here next, because once you finish make one of these, you've basically seen us make one. I've got a suitable collet in this collet block. The beauty about these collets is it won't damage the threads. Right, we need to find the centre of that and then carry on and machine a hex on it, which is simply done by turning the collet block around. The collet's got 6 sides on it. Really simple, but very accurate and very effective. Because we've got a little pip left from parting it off, we can use that to centre it, and that'll be accurate enough for what it's got to do. We'll use this pointy thing. I'm not quite sure what it's called. I did have a name for it. Pointy thing seems appropriate. I need a bit more speed on the mill. We'll knock it up a couple of gears. Better. Right, so stop that from moving by doing that. You don't use your fingers because it'll hurt. I'll bring the camera in so you can see what I can see. Right, so it wants to go about there, I would think. That's spot on in the centre, or at least it's spot on in the centre enough, but I don't need to find the centre, do I? No, because you're going to machine a hex on it, aren't you? So it doesn't make any fucking difference, does it, John? But if you need to find the centre of the bar, right, I'm just going to touch this mill and cut her off. And then we'll set a 0 on the x-axis on the DRO, z-axis rather. We'll take a couple of mil. I'm not quite sure what it's going to take to get a hex on this. What we'll do 1 mil at first, see what it sounds like and what it feels like. And that actually might be enough. Might well be enough. We'll turn it 1 flat, machine it again and see what it looks like. Doesn't matter what size it is, as long as they're all the same size, as long as it's a hex. Like I say, it's rough cast bar, so it's right. We'll take another 1/2 mil. Make it 1.4. That's better. .5. bastard. Always turn the mill off before you move things. You don't want to get your pinky stuck in there. It really will spoil your day. I'm taking the full 1.5 cut, nice and gently. Last one, it'll not be perfect, but I think it's going to be good enough. Yeah, I'm happy with that. It's not perfect, but it is. It's pretty good. We'll put it back in the lathe, finish it off. I'll put a nice little radius in there. We want like square corners. Radiuses look better and they're stronger as well. Can't quite get it in behind it. Can't quite. I'll bring it out of the chuck a little bit. I've only got 6 of them to make. Right, that looks quite nice, happy with that. See, this will be getting silver soldered into whatever fitting I decide to use this one on. And just face the end, and then I might as well drill it when it's in here. I'm just going to drop it back into the chuck so I've got a better grip of it. definitely bronze, really slippy stuff it is. So I'm going to make check nuts to go on it as well, and there'll be a copper washer goes on before the check nut. And that size I've made that is actually 7/16 whipwell spanner size. Be careful because it's absolutely spot on that. A nice tight fit, none of that piss wobbly slack. I'm hoping to lag the boiler so these will be stood out from the boiler slightly. That's why I put so much thread on. But I'm quite happy with that. I'm very happy with it. And yes, I am going to carry on banging on about mental health, especially at this time of year, coming up to Christmas. A lot of people really suffer with depression with Christmas. You know, I don't know what it is. It's meant to be a happy time. It can be a very, very sad and very lonely time as well. So if you know somebody that's by themselves, just go and say hello, knock on the door. It takes nothing, and it can make a massive difference to somebody. It really can. Anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you on the next one.